Well, welcome to the Holistic Entrepreneur, everyone. This is Bonnie Groessl, your host here. Now, today, as we enter August of 2020, we're doing our group angel reading. It's the reading that we do, it's the show that I do at the beginning of each month. And we're going to get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to sort of talk about something I mentioned last week on the show. I announced that the Holistic Entrepreneur would be going on hiatus until further notice. And so this might be the last episode. Um, all of the shows will just take a break for a while. And you might be asking, Bonnie, why are you stopping the show? Well, I've been podcasting for, almost 10 years now. Between the Gift of Choice show and the Holistic Entrepreneur show, it's been a show every week or twice a week for the last almost 10 years now. So I'm taking a break from that. The other thing that's going on is that my husband and I are embarking on a new business adventure. And so we need to dedicate our energy and resources and time to that. And so I thought now would be a good time to take a break. And so I wanted to just remind you that I talked about that last week, and to also offer that if you get value from these angel readings, if you want those to continue the first week of each month, I'm happy to do those for you because I love doing the angel readings and I get something from it too. I never know what it's going to be because it's a surprise. I don't look at these cards until we do the reading. And so it's really sort of it is what it's meant to be, whatever it is each time. And I really enjoy that. So if you enjoy it and get value from it, let me know. Reach out to me. You can contact me at bonniegroessl.com. There's a contact page there. You can send me a message, or my cell number's on there, so you can text me a message if you prefer. You can reach out to me on bonnielinks.com. There's my contact information is on there as well. Connect with me on social media. If you're on my email list and you get my newsletters, just respond to one of those. Let me know if you want these to continue. I'm happy and honored to do that for you. And if not, that's fine too. But I wanted to throw that offer out there for you. Now, before we get into the reading, I always want to take time to thank you for spending your time to share your valuable asset with me on the show. I am so grateful that you take the time to do that because I know that time is limited. It's our most precious asset. So I hope that each time you tune in, that you take something from it, that it's of value for you. And with the angel readings, it really doesn't matter if you're listening, right when it airs, at the time that I record and air the show, or if you're listening 2 years later, because as I've talked about so often before, time is not linear. So it's whenever you're listening to it, the messages that you are meant to hear will resonate with you, and you'll know that. And everything else just let go of. And the Holistic Entrepreneur, or really any show that I've ever done, is never meant to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. So I always want to remind everyone of that. Take what fits for you and simply let go of the rest. So you might want to check out the show page again before you leave, and you might want to bookmark those pages. I have bonniegroessl.com link on there. That's where I have all of the archived shows from the very beginning, even when I was back on Blog Talk Radio. Oh my goodness, it was such a long time ago. And so all of those shows are there, and whatever directories they were on or are on, iTunes, or which is now Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, that sort of thing. All of those links are there, so you can listen wherever you want to. And of course, you can download anything that you want to as well. So that's always going to be there for you at bonniegroessl.com. And also at bonnielinks.com, that's where I have all the free stuff, right? I've got stuff that I have for free that I find that I want to share that's from other people, and some offers as well. But you want to bookmark especially those two pages, because I change that one up all the time, the bonnielinks.com. And the archives are easy to find if you go to Bonnie Groessl. So that's all there for you. None of that's going away. The show is just going to take a break. But like I said, if you want me to continue the monthly angel readings the first week of each month, I'm happy to do that. Just reach out to me and let me know. So let's get into our reading for today. I am super excited. I had something interesting happen this time. I did a reading, and I don't think it was meant to be the reading. It wasn't meant to be shared. It was a great reading, but I had all these technical problems with it, technical issues. Part of it didn't record, the phone rang, all that sort of stuff. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to start over and just start from the very beginning again. And the decks that came to me this time were a little different. One was different, two of them were the same. So the oracle cards that we're using are Archangel Michael, which is the one that is new, because that's probably makes sense, because right now in the time that we're in, we all need we all need Saint Michael. We need that protection. We need that that defender for us with all the stuff that's going on. And then healing with the angels, which is one of my favorite decks. I say that all the time because it's so simple. It's just like one or two words. That's it. And it allows me to interpret more and to receive more of the guidance. And then angel therapy is the third oracle card deck that came to me, and that makes sense because I think we all need a little more angel therapy these days. So anyway, let's dive in and look at the Saint Michael cards first. Mm, I love this. This is such a good reminder for all of us. Let go of fear now. Now is more important than ever, I think, to let go of fear. Between COVID-19, the pandemic that is really taken a hold of the whole planet, especially here in the U.S. Oh, it's really concerning, and there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety out there, and we're all feeling it, aren't we? We feel other people's fear and anxiety. The earth feels other people's fear and anxiety. We're all connected. We're all one. I had Von Galt on the show last week, and we talked about women in business heading into the fifth dimension. And the fifth dimension, or the fifth world, is about unity consciousness. And that's really what we're feeling now. Even the earth is feeling it. The Schumann resonance of the planet is kind of like the heartbeat or the pulse of earth, of Mother Earth. And even she's feeling it. The Schumann resonance is higher than it's ever been in recorded history. So there's just a lot going on. So this reminder to let go of fear. It's all going to be okay. And if you feed into the fear, it lowers your energetic vibration. It takes a toll on your immune system. It's just not good. So let go of that fear. It is what it is. And right now, this moment, right now, it's okay. Don't, because everything else is a thought, right? We're thinking about the past, or we're thinking about the future, and a lot of times worry or fear goes along with that. But all that really matters is right now, right? So let go of fear now. And then energy healing work is the next card that comes to us. And this card may mean that if you're in the healing profession in some way, that you're meant to be, and people need you now. But the main thing that this card says to me is that we all have that ability. We all have healing energy within us. We have self-healing abilities. We can pass on positive energy, good vibes, heartfelt, caring, loving, nurturing to others. That's healing too. So even though this card talks about healing energy work, I don't think it's speaking to specifically what you do for your life's work. It's that we all can do this, and we all should do this. And that kind of goes in along with the whole unity consciousness as well, right? We're meant to all come together, not physically, not location wise, but energetically, spiritually, soul, at a soul level, come together and do that healing work. That's what's going to heal the planet. That's what's going to heal all the not so good stuff, the anger, the violence, the pandemic, the all of that. So energy healing work, don't don't cut yourself short. Don't think that you are not a part of that, because you are. We all are. And then music. Music is something, at least in the US, I mean, concerts have stopped, and a lot of things have ceased to exist. Festivals in the summertime, I live in Wisconsin, so summertime is a time that we do this kind of stuff outside. A lot of that stuff has lessened, and because of COVID-19. But music is so important. It's so healing. There are some musicians that I know. A friend of mine, actually, on Kauai, Michael Cayley, does Facebook Live concerts, and it's so soothing. And I think more and more musicians are beginning to to do this. Now, that's one part of music in terms of our message. The other part is sing your own song. It doesn't even have to be singing. It can be humming. It can be in your mind. It doesn't have to be, playing an instrument or performing for somebody. But, that expression, that creativity, that expression needs to be expressed, both receiving it and sending it out into the ethers. And then retreat is the next card. And this is the Healing with the Angels deck. So retreat. This is a reminder to take time to just be. Doesn't mean you have to go on a retreat, but just spend some quiet time. And it can be going for a walk out in nature. Can be, for me, that's what it is for me. I love being out in the woods, in nature, just with my thoughts, or no thoughts. That's really better yet. Spending time sitting in meditation, if you can do that in the summertime. And maybe I'm just kind of, because it's summer, it's hard for me to sit, so I'm out in the garden or I'm in the woods or whatever. And that's where my retreat is. Wherever yours is, that is very healing to your soul, to your spiritual self, and therefore also to your physical self, because you don't want to have a suppressed immune system. You don't want to be a good host for the virus to come in, right? You want to be a undesirable host. And so being in the best physical, emotional, spiritual, energetic place you can be is really the best. And it's the best way that you can protect yourself and your loved ones and the planet. And so spend time, that inner time. We all need that. And balance is the next card that comes to us from Healing with the Angels. I should mention that the music card, no, actually, it was the retreat card. The retreat card was a jumping card. So that one really wanted to be heard today. So it's a reminder for quiet time. And then that leads us to balance. It's amazing to me how these cards always tell a story, because spending more time in that retreat mode, whatever that is for you, sitting quietly, in your favorite rocking chair, in your bedroom, outside, in nature, in meditation, lighting a candle, incense, whatever it is, spending more time like that will help you to create that balance. Because without that balance, that's when your immune system suffers. That's when it's easier to get sick. If you're not sleeping well, you're not eating well, drinking enough water, all that sort of stuff. So balance comes in part from taking that quiet time. And then the next deck is the Angel Therapy deck. Oh, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Now, what does that mean? It means that you trust your intuition. Know that what you're seeing, what you're imagining, what things are coming to you, that's real. So trust it. Trust is really hard when it comes to, I see things or I hear things, or, clairvoyant is seeing things. So images that come to you in your mind, noticing certain things in your environment, feathers that you see when you're out for a walk in the woods. I always do that. I can be, walking along, I'll look down and boom, there's a feather. It's amazing. So know that those things are happening for a reason. Those little synchronicities giving you messages. My husband always teased me because he often says, well, I suppose you think that's a sign, because we have signs all around us though, and we just don't pay attention. So this is a reminder that you don't have to be somebody special to be clairvoyant. You don't have to be somebody special to do energy healing, right? We all have that ability. And then, oh, I love this card. I don't know if I've ever had this card. Goddess. I think this is speaking specifically to feminine energy for women or men who have that feminine energy. We all have yin and yang, right? And so we all have some. But this goddess card is kind of goes along with actually what Vaughn and I were talking about on the show last week. So you might want to go back and listen to that because it was a really good show. But it was how women are going to really succeed and be the ones who are going forward with the most authenticity and grace in the fifth dimension or the fifth world, because of that goddess energy. We're the ones, women primarily, but some men too, are the moms, the caretakers, the nurturers, you want to make sure everybody's okay, the balance people, the harmony people. I'm a Libra as well, and so I get a double whammy. I'm a nurse, or by formal education way back, a nurse, which is a caretaker, right? A mom, caretaker. I'm a Libra, balance, harmony. I want everybody to be happy, everybody to be taken care of. I don't have a competitive bone in my body, except competitive maybe with myself, but not with other people. And all of those things are what's really going to be important as we come into the fifth dimension or the fifth world, because it's all about cooperation and caring and working together, because it's that unity consciousness. We're all one. We're all one. And in the fifth world, in the fifth dimension, we're going to realize that. I mean, some people do now, but more and more people will. And not all this separateness and individuality in terms of being isolated and alone. We're all one. So, as always, these cards, to me at least, tell a story. We began with letting go of fear now. How, boy, do we really need that now? Because there is so much fear in the world, especially here in the US. And I can't speak for other countries, but this is where I live. So I know how much fear there is here now. Fear, anger, violence, anxiety, and we're all feeling it. So do your part. This is a reminder, do your part in letting go of that fear now, because it's not helping the planet. It's not helping other people, because the energy, and everything is energy, and we're all one, remember? And then healing energy, or energy healing work. Everyone does energy healing work, whether you realize it or not. Doesn't mean you have to be, a Reiki master or a shaman or somebody like that. We all do that. We're all capable of that, just like we all can tap into our intuition. You don't have to be somebody special to do that. You don't need training to do that necessarily. It's just good intentions, sending your love out to people, giving people a virtual hug. I mean, that's really all we can do right now is virtual hugs anyway. And so those are all good things to do. It's a reminder to do that. The more we all can collectively do that, the faster we're going to get to the fifth dimension, where there is love, peace, bliss, and not what's going on now. And then music is an important part of our lives. And even though there's maybe less, concerts and things going on now, you can always still listen to music and make music yourself. Music can be with an instrument or singing or humming or whatever, tapping, there's so many ways, but that music, that beat, that resonates with all of us. So that's a nurturing thing to do. And then to remind us to go inside. You don't have to go someplace to a retreat, even though this card says retreat. You don't have to go someplace because you've always got inside. That's always with you. Just go there. You always have a retreat place that you can go to. And then that will help you to maintain your balance, because balance is so important, so critical, especially today with all that's going on. And remember that you are profoundly clairvoyant. Everyone is. Everyone has that ability. So don't think you have to be somebody special or you have to be gifted to be a clairvoyant. If you're seeing a repeated something, or you're getting images in your mind, or you're clear, or you have clairaudience and you hear things, or clairsentient and you feel things, we all have those abilities. So trust that. It's hard to trust that, but it's real. It's real, and everyone's got that ability. And then the goddess energy in all of us. And I would imagine, primarily women, I guess, but lots of, there's yin and yang in everything. And so all men have some of that feminine energy too, some stronger than others. But that goddess energy, that's what's going to bring us through to a better world, because I am confident that there is a better world coming. And we're just on a detour right now, especially in the US. COVID is not going away. There's other social unrest issues and economic issues and all those things. And sometimes you have to go through that stuff. It's a catalyst for change to get to something better. So I think that's all of these cards are sort of leading us through, helping us through this time. And most of all, reminding us that you don't have to be somebody special. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be trained in a particular thing. We all have these abilities. So it starts with letting go of fear, but then know that you have all these gifts. We all have all these gifts. So I hope you enjoyed the show today. And like I said, reach out to me if you want this first week of each month angel reading to continue. I'm happy to do that for you. I'm honored to do that for you. And if not, that's fine too. But I hope that you receive value from this. And like I said, take what fits for you and let go of the rest. So until we meet again, I send you much love and many blessings.